Or no, lesser than the hero maybe.
No, I think
I'm greedy, I want to do more, but I got to do a lot of action. You know, more than the hero, maybe equal.
so. Nobody considers me like a hero. They consider me like a friend, like a family, like a brother, a sister. No, not a sister, sorry, but like.
I start panicking. You won't believe. I don't
I
care
can
if human beings
yeah.
die. I don't care. Yeah, but it was fun. It was fun. A lot of fun.
Starting with you, I saw the trailer and I can make out that you're kicking ass just as much as the hero.
Yeah.
So how was that?
That was brilliant experience that I got to do a lot of action. You know, more than the hero, maybe equal, or no, lesser than the hero maybe.
No, I think
I'm greedy, I want to do more, but yeah, but it was fun. It was fun. A lot of fun doing stunts. Thanks for asking.
And Nikhil, since the very first film,
Yeah.
you are a fan favorite here in Karnataka as
Thank
well.
you so much.
So even for the recent films, Karthikeya and all has had great response here. So what is your take on your fan base in Karnataka and Bangalore?
See, first of all, I've been repeating it, because they have seen me, you have seen me from Happy Days. So I've always received amazing love from, the Kannada movie going public everywhere in Karnataka. And from Happy Days, I've like grown up in front of your eyes. So nobody considers me like a hero. They consider me like a friend, like a family, like, a brother, a sister, no, not a sister, sorry, but like, a best friend or something. That's how they come up to me and approach me. When my movie is successful, everybody is very happy. I get so many calls from my Kannada friends and Kannada people saying that, even on my Instagram, that, we're so happy for your success. So I believe my duty was to get a film which was completely dubbed, properly into Kannada, because my dream is to do a Kannada film sometime, but because I don't have a chance to come in right now.
With
So-
Prashant Garu, right?
I wish, okay, if horses were wishes or something like Anyways, but so this movie Spy, which I'm coming with on June 29th, is with a lot of respect towards the language Kannada. We have made sure that the dubbing is very, very high quality. When you're watching the film, it's like you're watching a Kannada film.
Yeah.
And we have requested the distributors here to release equally, in fact, whichever area we can play, we want to play the Kannada version. And that's why I'm here today to say thank you, and on 29th, you're going to like me a little more.
Okay, so again, with Happy Days you started, there's a lot of script sharing because Happy Days later came to Karnataka and it had its own Kannada version.
Okay.
Then Kirik Party, you had your version in Telugu as well. So
Yeah.
this connect has always been there. What do you have to say about that?
It is a beautiful connect, but what is happening nowadays, remakes are going out of thing, because when I did Kirik Party, into Kirak Party,
Yeah.
it was about 2015-16. So till then it was fine, but now people want original content. And that's the reason why my movies Karthikeya 2, 18 pages, or Ekadi Put of Chinavada, all these films have unique and different concepts. And I think I will always do that. And hopefully, instead of somebody remaking my film here, I wish that we can dub it properly, and I can also become a household name in Karnataka. Yeah.
So Aishwarya, even you've acted in Kannada, you've
Yes.
done 2 films in Kannada.
Yes.
So
So I did it when I was a baby, and I feel very privileged that I started off with Kannada films, and I'm so happy that through Spy, I'm again there'll be a Kannada film of mine, and I take great privilege. And Kannada industry was so sweet. I
Kannada
remember
release,
I mean Spy
Yeah,
in Kannada,
yeah.
but I remember when I started off, I remember the way the Kannada industry treated me. I have good memories, and the films that I've done here long back, and the people, the food, the culture, everything, it was just beautiful, and happy to be back.
on a much more serious note about the film, Adipurush just came out and its VFX has gotten a lot of flack. So even this movie is high on action and has a certain amount of VFX. So is it some sort of a pressure for you to release immediately after Adipurush or something like that?
See, there's no pressure. Every film has got its own expectation, and this. So Adipurush had huge expectations, and I still think box office wise it made a lot of money. But our film does not need to make that much money. Ours is like a lot more smaller budget. But I do believe the potential of this film is massive, because we are talking not only about a spy thriller. Underlying, we also have a story which revolves around the the great freedom fighter Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, which I think is something which I am privileged and honored to work, because India's biggest, and the best freedom fighter, I believe he was. And really, how he went missing, or how did he live his life, how he inspired people, millions of people to fight against the British and get us our independence, are some important aspects which, nowadays textbooks, we don't get too much of it. So I think the generation that we live in right now should know, have a refresh of what exactly happened.
But even that is, on a very risky border you are walking on, because it is about Subhash Chandra Bose, and given again the example of Adipurush and how the whole Ramayana thing took a wrong turn.
But we have double checked, triple checked, and also made sure that we are not hurting nobody's sentiments. We are keeping, sticking to facts, and we've done amazing research on Netaji's life and about Azad and Fauj. So tomorrow when you watch the film, you will call me up and say, dude, you are right. You are right, and that, it is a wonderful film, because very nicely you have handled it.
Your previous film, you've also worked with Sukumar, and how is that dynamic? How is it working with him? Because he's also gearing up for a pretty big release in Pushpa 2.
Yeah, Sukumar Garu is like, is a eccentric genius first, and then he is a director later. So for him, movies are all, it's a way of expressing himself. And it's like art for him, you see some Picasso, or I think future, I think Sukumar Garu is going to be called one of those artists, artist directors. And I did 18 Pages, which was a film which had a limited release, as I said, I told before. And still it gave me a lot of satisfaction, because as an actor and as a person who chooses scripts that excite me, that movie gave me intense satisfaction and made me, gave me more credibility as an actor. So audience are excited to see what is next, and next is Spy.
And Aishwarya, what was the selling point when you heard the script of Spy? What was that selling point that made I want to do this film?
The entire packaging of the film,
you.
the script, of course, my handsome hero Nikhil Siddhartha, and everything about the film, my director, everything as a script, it was a complete film. Yeah. So the entire thing made me want to do this.
One more thing is the recent, how much of an impact does a hero have in the decision-making process of the movie, while talking about the VFX, how perfect it is, how good it looks, and all of it?
Okay, well, it is my responsibility also, because I do believe that when a release date is announced, it has to be keeping in mind that the work gets done. So giving high quality VFX, high quality sound output and all that, because if you don't connect, the first person you're going to scold is, how did the hero accept this? Did he watch the movie? Does he have any sense? So I've had enough of that in my life. I've done 16 years, I've done 19, 20 movies, and I've realized that you have to put your foot down sometimes. And all I did was I requested my producers to make sure that the movie was delivered with the best, and they showed me, and the movie is high quality. That's why I'm here today promoting the film and asking people to come to theatres to watch the movie.
So again, what do you think, Kartikeya 2, will this triumph it even more?
I do not think Kartikeya 2 would triumph that much and make 121 crores or something. And I don't have any expectation. As an actor, I've done my best. And as a person who loves films, I've seen the film and I enjoyed the film a lot. And I think tomorrow in theatres, people are going to like it just the way I liked it. And there was a standing ovation in the show which I was in. So I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow, but June 29th, I'm waiting so much to see what the crowd reaction will be.
So you've also worked in Kannada cinema.
Yes.
And you've also worked in all the other industries in the South as well. So how was it working in Kannada cinema? What do you remember when you talk about Kannada industry?
Kannada industry is very, very special to me, because I remember working my initial stage of my career. I've done a lot of advertisements, and I started off doing a little role also. So at the starting of my career, the first film that I did was Kannada, actually. So I remember doing this films during vacations, and it's extremely special to me, because the way the people treated me here was very, it was like, I felt very, they treated me like a kid, always pampering me, giving me food and all that. I felt very pampered. So honestly, I really loved working in Kannada. So
is there anything in Kannada coming up?
Kannada, right now Spy, we have a release dubbed version of Spy. So I'm really looking forward to do a direct film in Kannada also. I'm eagerly waiting to do a direct Kannada film.
And Nikhil, do you watch Kannada films?
Yes, I do.
So, which one is your favorite film in the recent times?
You see, in recent times, everybody's favorite has been I think KGF 2
Yeah.
or KGF series. You know, it's like oh, what a world they've taken us into. But I know that Kannada cinema is not just the KGF series. Movies like Vikrant Rona, Kantara, which have like created a sensation. There is so much more to this. You know, even the Raksith Shetty films. You know, I've seen the dog film. Yeah, sorry.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Sorry. I mean, sorry. We had another name. I think. So Charlie was
It's
so
okay,
heart
such a
touching,
cute
and
dog, you know.
yeah, and so we in Telugu, in Hyderabad, in Telangana, we encourage all these films. So every film that which has got quality and is dubbed properly into Telugu, we watch it. Same way, like I'm hoping that when we dub it properly here, so I want to impress the Karnataka audience somehow, because I know that this is a good film for me to enter, and with the proper thing.
And
Yeah.
who's the one actor you look up to the most from the Karnataka industry?
From the Karnataka industry, obviously we all used to love Puneeth Rajkumar sir, and now it's unfortunate, but I think there are many actors like Upendra Garu. When I was a kid, I used to dance on his on his songs in Telugu. So there are so many stalwarts from here, but right now I really like what Rishab Shetty is doing, because I really loved his performance in Kantara. I met him recently.
Okay.
We were like, I was taking an award for Kartikeya too, and he was taking an award for Kantara. So we were like, hi,
Yeah.
how are you? And it was so nice meeting him. Such a great guy. So I really admire his direction style and also his acting.
And what about you, Aishwarya? I mean, you were right off the bat with saying Charlie. You knew what the film was about. Have you watched it?
Charlie, okay, unfortunately I have to tell this, I have a dog, so anything that the dog dies, I'm sorry, I don't watch such films, because I know, it's a beautiful film, emotional film, I've seen the footages, just that, I'm very, I get too emotional, I start crying, I start panicking. You won't believe, I don't care if human beings die. I don't care. In a film, if people die, I don't care. But when a dog dies, I cry, I weep.
I have 3 dogs too, so I understand where
the
you're coming
feeling,
from.
since you own dogs, you want. So Charlie, I knew the dog was so cute, such a cute Labrador, and I know the glimpse of the story also, the dream of the dog, he always sees the TV
He's
and all
asking,
that.
if you watch any other films in Kannada. also.
Yeah, since he asked about Charlie, I started talking about Charlie. So yeah, any other films, of course, KGF 2 and everything. Kantara, what a film, what a brilliant film. I think Kannada, you guys make brilliant stuff. Incredible
And
stuff.
kind of stuff that which is coming up also sounds so promising. So, and
Yeah.
now as we were just discussing before, me and the heroine were discussing that it's no longer Collywood, Tollywood,
Yeah.
Sandalwood.
Yeah.
It's become Indian wood,
Indian.
Indian cinema,
Yeah.
so, which is a very good thing.
Okay. So if you had this choice to collaborate with somebody from here,
Yeah.
would it be Rishab Shetty?
Yeah.
Did you guys discuss something while you were?
No, we just took an award and we both left, but he had to catch a flight and I was like, with my family. But the thing is that, yeah, definitely with that entire team, I think Paramba, because I think those guys are brilliant. And I think, yeah.
The
So
team
if
of
I
Raksith
mean,
and Rishab Shetty.
yeah, I don't know if they will collaborate, but if ever, I would love to do that.
Okay. Well, coming back to your film, there has also been some issues with the ticketing.
Yeah.
So, does the main leads in the film have any role to play with how the prices are set?
See, generally, I think the same prices which other films have had recently, I think that is what, but I have not checked it. But I think AP and Telangana have got one of the lowest ticket rates ever in whatever. But I still want my tickets to be less so that more number of people watch it, because theatre experience is where I want it. So I think anything below 200 is always good. So I have requested the distributors to reduce the price below 200. So let us see. But it is not up to me, because they will say, you are an actor, be an actor. So, but I can request them, and I've requested them.
Also about the director, he is a debutant, but he's done pretty good work with the editing.
Yeah.
He has a pretty good profile with editing. So even though he's a debutant, what was that something that gave you confidence about the film?
Well, see, first of all, the script of the film is very, very good. So we thought, who was the best person to direct this? And the producer and Gary met up. Gary had his own spin on the story, and it just went up to the next level. And I think tomorrow, once you watch the movie, one of the first person who will get appreciation is going to be the director Gary, because he has done a brilliant job in the film. And this is a technician's film, because how much of the actors are doing stunts, they're doing, you know, whatever. In the end, it is a story writer, the dialogue writer, all these people who have come together. There is a song called Azadi which released yesterday. Tum mujhe khoon do. It's so bloody good. It's like, I think you should go onto YouTube and just watch that song. You'll want to come and watch our film.
Yeah.
Sure. Either way, we want to come and watch it.
Thank you.
Anyway, if you wanted to say something to the Karnataka audience, the Kannada audience, what would that be?
See, I do realize, because I've stayed in Bangalore for some time and I've got many Karnataka friends, the language here is very, very important. So I'm saying that next time when I come, I'm going to learn the language. I already understand Kannada, but I don't have the fluency to speak it yet. But I'll try dub for my next film, Swayambhu. And this interview, let's do it only in pure Kannada.
Sure.
And we were going to give you a very high quality output, and respecting the language, we are going to make sure that you enjoy it in your in the mother tongue. So yeah.
Okay. Let's do a little rapid fire. So,
Yeah.
what is the one dream role you would want to do?
The dream role which I want to do would be maybe Shah Rukh Khan sir's role in Dil To Pagal Hai. Yeah.
Still the lover boy chocolate.
Yeah, but it's such an amazing film. It's a fun film, right? So I want to be like, and yeah, maybe someday.
Okay. And one director across India who you would love to work with?
There's only one director I think he's Rajamouli Garu, because whatever he does, he just does larger than life. And I think, but it's kind of impossible because he's only one Rajamouli and there are so many stars who want to work with him. So I do believe that many directors, and my duty is to find the next Rajamouli.
Okay.
So that's why I go for new directors. Don't know who's going to be the next big director.
And what's the one rumor that came in recent times that actually hurt you?
Rumors don't hurt me, but one which did was like, I was getting divorced, which I laughed at. Yeah, so.
And one rumor that you feel like is a publicity stunt. It helped you better.
Help me better that I'm fighting with my producers and for quality of the film. So in the end, it means that we're going to give a high quality film. So a rumor which became like a big advantage for the movie.
So since that became an advantage, do you think that there is no bad publicity? Everything is good publicity?
No, there is bad publicity also. Like, any malicious publicity which is targeted at the family, or something which your personal or your gender or your this thing is bad publicity. So I think keeping it healthy is good. Try to outbeat each other by debating, not by abusing.
Okay, so Aishwarya, anything that you would like to say to the audience of Karnataka?
Please do watch Spy. That's all I want to say right now. So please do watch Spy on June 29th. It's going to be a very interesting film. It's going to keep you thrilled. It's going to be a fast film. It's going to be a gripping film. Everyone can watch it, like from your family to your friends to kids. I think you should take everyone and watch the film.
And I believe, again, given from the trailer, your action and your contribution will be great in the film.
I hope so. Yes, yeah.
Thank you
so much.
Well,
Thank you so much.
I'm Sanjay Ponnappa and you're watching India Today SoSouth.